Good morning, afternoon, or evening. It's morning here. My name is Brandon Evans. I'm the Director of Golf at Westbrook Village Golf Club. Today is our first annual Member Appreciation Day. We're having it at both courses, kind of a fun format. Everybody just plays with whoever they want to, and we do a blind draw at the end of the day. Take the two middle scores, drop the low and the high, and that'll be the team score. The winners are going to get signed flags by the entire golf shop staff, so it should be a fun day. I'm going to go around and try to introduce you to some of our members. Let's see what we can find. So I'm out here with John Mullen, Judy Sisto, Jim Payton, and Betty Ashby. They've been members for quite a long time out here. We're going to ask them a few questions. Mr. Mullen, how long have you been a member here?
About 17 years.
What brought you to Westbrook?
The cheap rate we found in the paper in 2000. It was an advertisement to have a round of golf at the lakes and lunch for $25.
That's pretty good. Pretty good deal. What's kept you here?
Well, we have a lot of friends here, and we probably have about 10, 12 Coloradans now that come from Denver area at Westbrook. They all like to migrate down here for the winter, you know.
I do know that, yep. Well, very good. Mrs. Sisto, how long have you been a member here?
Same amount of time, 17 years.
Wow.
And I came because the Wiesenbergs moved here and they had a freebie and they said, come on out. I used to play with them every Saturday and Sunday at Cave Creek, and I just came and stayed. So I love it here. It's the people are the best. They really are.
Very nice. Mr. Payton, how long have you been here?
Since 1994.
Wow.
You figure out the math.
What was out here then? Was it pretty barren?
Two golf courses. The phase one was pretty well finished, and they were just building a lot in phase two.
Very nice. What kept you here?
Good pros like you.
That's a good answer. I like that answer.
I like it too.
How about Mrs. Ashby? How long have you been here?
31 years.
31 years. That's the longest I've heard. What was here 31 years ago?
Only the lakeside. Fully built yet.
Wow. Wow.
I used to come out here and play the lakes when it was a 9-hole course.
Wow. Interesting.
Back in the late 80s.
This is all new information for me.
Yeah,
Very
you
nice.
learn a lot. The road, Union Hills was a two-lane dirt road, pretty much.
Wow. That is pretty impressive. Mr. Jones, how long have you been a member here?
I've been a member on and off for the last 7 years.
Very nice. What brought you here initially?
I used to live in Wisconsin and have a bunch of guys in my club who came down here for the winter, and they introduced me to Westbrook, and so I kind of followed them down here. Liked the place so much, I just kept coming back, and now I'm here full time and still at Westbrook.
Very nice, very nice. And Mr. Polano, how long have you been a member here?
About a little over a year.
And what brought you here initially?
The great courses, the two courses really appealed to me, and it's not too far away from where I live.
Very nice. How have you liked it here so far?
I love it here. That's
Good to
awesome.
hear. Good to hear. All right, I'm now over at the Lakes course. Again, it's Member Appreciation Day, so we're going to go out and find some members and learn a little bit about them and why they're here at Westbrook. Let's go see what we can find. I'm here with Rob and Pam Sprosty. It's Member Appreciation Day. How long have you two been members here?
We started our second year this year. Yeah, we started our second year.
What brought you to Westbrook?
Rob happened to be online looking for a club for us to join, and we came and played here the one time and loved it, and we've been here since.
What's your favorite thing about Westbrook?
The people.
Now we've got Gwen and Gary Arnold. How long have you two been members?
7 years.
What initially brought you here?
Friends from Denver purchased in the area. Come down and visit them and fell in love with the place.
What's kept you here?
The people and the location and the neighborhood.
Yeah, very nice.
And the golf.
Great, good to hear.
Doug Warder, and we've been members ever since we moved in here. 5 years? 3 years? See, I don't know. Long time. Not long enough, though.
Perfect. What brought you to Westbrook?
The golf and the people.
And bridge.
I started playing bridge first, and then I met the golf people, so
What's kept you here?
everything.
Yeah, people, everything. It's just a great group of people.
All right, Mrs. Johnson.
Yes.
How long have you been here at Westbrook?
I've been here 5 years, but a member at the golf course for 3 years.
What brought you here initially?
Golf and pickleball, the combination of both.
What's kept you here?
I would say golf and pickleball. You got 16 pickleball courts, you've got 2 great golf courses. It's enough to keep me here forever.
Perfect. Now about percentage, how long have you been here at Westbrook?
Ooh, I think it's about 20 years.
20 years,
I
that's a
about-
long time, especially
I
for
know.
Canadian. You might be one of the oldest Canadians here.
I probably
Not
am.
oldest, but longest here. I should say.
I think oldest and longest.
What initially brought you to Westbrook?
Oh, friends brought us here, and the golf.
What's kept you here for 20 years?
Lots of friendships and the golf,
Very nice.
and the community. It's a great.
What brought you here initially?
We were looking in the area for houses, and we found
called
this
Dave.
we found this, and house was available, and then we met all these great people. The people in Westbrook Village are the best ever.
So would you say that's why you've stayed being a member this long?
Absolutely, because of the members and the golf course and the golf staff.
Good, that's good to hear. All right, now we've got Alan, Mary, and Curtis. How long have you two been members here?
12 years.
What brought you here?
I had some friends that lived down here and in Sun City, and they wanted me to move in over there, and I just couldn't do it. I found this place and decided we wanted to be here.
I hear there's a lot of people from your area that got here. Who came first?
It was
We
us.
did.
Oh, okay, so then you brought everybody down.
Well, I'm not going to say what I usually say. I moved down there to get away from them. They followed me down there.
Actually, they all came for a visit, and they loved it so much.
Yeah.
They bought houses and joined.
That's good to hear. So I also heard something special happened today. What happened in this?
I had my first hole-in-one ever on number 3.
And I heard a story of the shot. How'd this happen? I think Mrs. Curtis told the story.
Yeah, well, it was kind of a line drive, and it was going up towards the sand trap, and we thought it was in, and it took a little hook to the right, and then it disappeared into the hole.
Yeah. Well, we've got everybody teed off. There's about 250 people participating today. So I'm gonna head back to the golf shop, and we're gonna do the main blind draw and see how it goes. Alright, and now the moment everyone's been waiting for, the results to the Member Appreciation Tournament. It's pretty much a lottery draw, but there were a couple skills games. Over at the Lakes course on closest to the pin, hole number 7, we had Dan Geiger at 6 foot 7 inches. Hole number 17, we had Ramona Sessions at 7 foot 7 inches. Then over at the Lakes, or the Vistas course for closest to the pin, we had on hole number 4, Rob Alexander at 6 foot 11 inches. And hole number 11, we had Diana Neff Smith at 4 foot 7 inches. We also had a couple fun games, furthest from the pin. There were no distances on these, we just had sticks that you put in the ground. Hole number 3 at the Lakes course, we had Steve Job. And hole number 12 was Pat Dembowski. Over at the Vistas course for furthest from the pin, on hole number 2 we had Gail Jesperson, and hole number 16 we had Tess Landis. Now for the big event, the Member Appreciation Tournament. We've drawn the teams. We're going to see who won. Looks like we've got last names and a tie for first. Let's see who this first team is. Looks like the first team in a tie was Kelly Bartleson, Randy Walter, Randy Reingans, and Bonnie Wells. Tying them, it looks like with a score of 139 minus 3, which doesn't really mean much because it was all regardless of par. We had tying them David Curtis, Lanny Beal, Stuart Schwartz, and Donna Downs. Now our tiebreaker was a little different. For the Member Appreciation Tournament, it was the 2 middle balls. We threw out the lowest ball and we threw out the highest ball. But for the tiebreaker, we're going to do the lowest ball and the highest ball and throw out the 2 middle ones. So let's go down and find this tiebreaker. For the tiebreaker, it looks like we had the team of Curtis, Beal, Schwartz, and Downs winning by just 1 shot over Bartleson, Walter, Reingans, and Wells. Again, that is David Curtis, Lanny Beal, Stuart Schwartz, and Donna Downs winning the Member Appreciation Tournament for 2021. You will all receive flags signed by the entire staff. We're going to try to have those to you before Christmas. Again, thank you all for playing. It was a fun time, and we hope to do this again next year. Merry Christmas.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas, Westbrook!
Merry
Christmas to Westbrook.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Westbrook Village.
Merry Christmas, Westbrook.